What's up, everybody? Welcome to Game Time Decision. I am your host, one of many. All three of us do the same thing all day, every day. So I'm Detroit Lenny. That's Nick Earl. That's Tim Earl from Earl Sports Bets, my two favorite knuckleheads. This is Game Time Decision, brought to you Monday through Friday, 5 o'clock Eastern. What's up, everybody? What's happening? Nick, Tim, Earl Sports Bets. What's up on the get down?
Not too much. Should just stick to totals today. My totals are perfect. My sides are unperfect. They're defeated.
The Phillies can suck one.
Yep.
Just one.
Absolutely pathetic. Well, you know what? I don't even know if they can
All
suck
of
one
them.
because they didn't even score any runs.
Bastards.
I had their run line multiple ways, and they could not do crap today.
Damn. Lose a game.
Currently sweating out a 12-year-old Little League baseball game due to weather delay, so I guess that's not a big deal right now.
That's awesome. I'd love that for you so much. I can't even tell you. All right, guys, don't forget, if you're new to the show, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe, ring that bell for notifications. You won't miss any of our ugly mugs on any of our live shows, anywheres across the Earl Sports Bets channels or the Max Wager Network. Also, don't forget to use that BetMGM promo while you still can. Risk-free bet up to $1,000. Links in the description of the video. All you gotta do is download the app, use the promo code Maureen. That'll get you all signed up. Also, if you're looking for premium plays, earlsportsbets.com. Promo, the 7-day package is only $49, $7 a day for all the premium stuff. You're welcome. That's all I'm just gonna tell you. You can thank me
You
later.
got Bojangles neck?
Mm-hmm.
Unbelievable.
That's an asshole move. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna run down the MLB, some games that already happened. Like Tim had mentioned, the Reds beat the Phillies 1-0. Cubs over the Washington Nationals 3-2. Twins shut out the Royals 4-0. And the Orioles are all tied up, bottom of the 7-0. Perfect game, just got out for the Blue Jays. So Go Baltimore. Mariners,
go Baltimore
Angels.
the entire time.
That's right. Mariners, Angels, bases loaded. Top of the third. Mariners are piling on with the Angels right now. 4-0.
Yep, I have the Angels.
Like you said, you should have stuck to totals.
Yep.
And the Padres 5-1 over the Marlins right now. End of 2.
Guess where Nick has?
I'm going to go with Marlins.
Of course I do.
Okay. Do you have the over?
No.
Oh.
I don't have any
Of
overs.
course, we're so stupid. We should have backed the team that's 5-9 since the All-Star breaking, endangered of getting swept. That was the obvious choice right there, was to go after that team.
Padres are about to make moves, bro. Just saying. I'm just saying. They're going to make all those moves after the trade deadline and not even make the playoffs. I don't know. Squad bet was disappointing yesterday. We are 5-5 for the month of August. That didn't work out for us. The Diamondbacks so frustrating because they were this close to pulling that off with some plus money. That would have been a nice little cash. But I will say this. Good job there, folks. Good job.
Yeah,
there.
they didn't cash the run line, but the money line did.
But the money line did. Right. The money line did. So I took that. I took the money line. I mean, just saying.
Yeah.
It's still a win.
We got greedy.
Handicapped.
It happens.
Right. It happens. I'll be 100% honest with you guys. We're struggling finding a squad bet with these games that are left. We're kind of all over the place on some stuff, and I'm treading lightly now. The baseball season's kind of tailing now. It's a weird time for me. I'm really focused a lot of my, I can't believe I'm going to say this out loud, brain power. Very little.
Brain power?
I know. I have very little brain power as it is. So I have to sparingly make sure I use it correctly. So I'm using that all towards football and college football right around the corner, which we are going to break down the SEC today, like we did the Big Ten yesterday. Listen, you guys want some plus money on some 12-year-olds? Take Australia over Canada tonight, plus 175.
I agree. I'm on that as well.
Me and Tim are totally on
Canada's
board
not
with
a real
it.
country.
Nick is not. Nick is not wanting to squad bet, but I'll tell you right now, unofficially, our squad bet, unofficially, is Australia.
Make that your gut play.
All right, plus 175. Give me Australia. Gut play. Richie P, back it. You hear me, Richie. Get after that. No, because there's some baseball, though, for real. It's a Major League Baseball that we're all over the place on. Tim's got some strikeout props and some different things than I have, and we don't love anything, really. We don't really have to have a squad bet, but
we don't have to. We're going to try to find something.
Yeah, which obviously
can't back that.
Can't back that, Australia.
Can't back the Australians. Come on,
bro. Come on,
Mike.
Yeah,
come on, Mike.
All right, let's jump over to chat. So you guys got a squad bet you think we should jump on? Hey, we're up for suggestion at this point, because that's kind of where we're at. My gut play is probably the Rays. So we didn't want to make that. We trying to stay away from the Mets right now, even though I'm on the Mets. And Scherzer, but
strikeout. Hold on. I was looking at Scherzer strikeout. It was over 8.5, and it was minus 102. But the last two times that Scherzer has faced the Braves, he went 7 innings, 9 strikeouts, 1 earned run, 3 hits with a win. And then 7 innings, 11 strikeouts, no earned runs, 4 hits, and a win. So I was looking at it and be like, well, I think he's going to have another dominant game against the Atlanta Braves tonight. So we could look at Scherzer strikeout over 8.5, but I'm not. Obviously, I have the Mets bet tonight.
We're trying to stay away from, obviously.
We're trying to stay away from the Mets right
now. So that's kind of where we're at. Yeah, you know what I mean? So I don't know.
We're trying not to go over there, so we're going to try to find something else.
That's kind of where we're at. So you guys got any...
We can look at WNBA.
I have no WNBA, but I can be talked into it just like that.
Dogs.
I mean, more dogs.
I like Liberty plus 10 and the Mercury plus 16. I'm rocking my Liberty Bibbity shirt today. So
Liberty.
And shout out to Scott Reichel with his Liberty to win the entire thing ticket. He's got a lot more cojones than I do. Anyways.
Damien says, what up, fellas? Let's get this money. Let's get after it. These day games are pissing him off, Isaac says. Fair point. Phillies did me too. Rise Above says, back, fellas. I knew Padres would be going over. It's 5-1. Yep. Tate says, give me game time. 3 best friends, sports gurus. What up, yo? We're the 3 best friends that anyone could have. Remember that? You guys don't know the movie. Hangover. Forget it. Called that one. Boom, shakalaka. What up, Nick? What up, Detroit? What up, Tim? Hit the like button as always. Hey, yo. Almost home. Be right back. Okay, we'll wait. Psych. Good for you, Lenny. It's good taking time for yourself. I don't even know. I got the Mariners kicking some tail today.
Yeah, they're up 4-0 right now.
Yeah.
Fair.
Unfortunately.
Yeah. What totals? What totals did you cash on?
I had the first 5 unders in Cincinnati or in Chicago, Washington, and Kansas City, Minnesota, and Baltimore, Toronto.
Well, those are solid. Those
were
solid. They were solid, yeah. Can't back that little league stuff. Come on, man. Don't have little league. I can tell you where you can get it. I'm just saying. Phillies got me earlier though. Whispers. Pick the Pirates money line.
Ready for Jolly Roger.
I was not opposed to that, but I actually suggested that. But Tim,
I didn't bet it.
It's all about
if you want to do it, you want to do it. That's fine. I'm just not betting it.
No, we got all three. We were there all three together, or we're not at all.
One
It's just how it
nothing
works.
Toronto.
See,
Of course.
the Blue Jays are going to score all the runs for Canada as a team, as a
It's going
place.
to be even more now.
Oh, great. Afternoon, Beheadity says, what's happening? I got you. San Luis over 7.
I like the first 5 under.
Yeah.
Yep.
I kind of dig the Brewers Dodgers under. I'm just throwing that out there. I don't hate the Pirates, but but yeah. Yes, gut play Rays. Yep. Yankees suck. I'm tired of them. Right? Need more need money, guys. Need money. You got to start out OnlyFans. Pictures of your feet, stuff like that. That's how you get money. That's how we all get money. I did a 5P 14 round. Oh, okay. 14 round robin. Got 3 pushes with these morning games. Won 1 game, but the Marlins got me worried. I did first 5 Marlins. Marlins should have you worried. 5-1 middle of the third. That's gonna
I live
go
bet the Marlins plus 4.5. Try to make back.
We thought about that too, Nick. We can squad bet some live stuff.
No, we don't need. Hey, we might not have a squad bet today, guys. We might not have one.
I like the Marlins plus 4.5. I just didn't want to pay 130.
What are they
120.
Live betting for a squad bet's tricky because those odds last for a minute. Yeah.
Right. Exactly. I'll need a good parlay or at least 4 picks. Oh, that's all you need? Okay. Pirates, Rays, Tigers, Mets. Rockies, Rangers, Astros, Brewers, Giants.
I think the Giants are the slaughter game tonight.
I'm not opposed to the Diamondbacks except for Zach Davies. Oh, wait. He's almost home. Okay. On WNBA. Oh, wait for the WNBA. That's fine. We're going to talk about that.
Dogs.
Going to crash. Can't type. That's fair. The WNBA spreads keep getting better and better. I'm just holding out to get as much possible as possible.
Yeah.
Hey, guys.
Dogs.
Turnsy, what's your squad bet? Where's it at? What you got?
Yeah, Turnsy, what do you got today?
Took the Reds in the under 8.5 parlay because the line told me to.
That's fair. Everybody and their mother was on the Phillies, and look how that worked out.
Well, that's why he took the Reds in the under. Cash.
Good work.
Tate says Astros first 5 money line is minus 150 and first 5 minus a half is minus 110. Can't trust Kopech. I do like a first 5s in a few games, but I could get on board with. It's hard to bet unders with the Astros, but I could in this particular situation be talked into a first 5 Astros run line. I don't trust the White Sox.
I think the White Sox are making a statement right
now.
No
way the Astros get swept, right?
No, they're not against the White Sox. Line moved on a limited game to 10 and Mercury 16.5.
Yep. The lines are definitely not moving in the right direction.
Blue Jays suck.
Oh no, they're winning 3-0 now.
Tomorrow, Blue Jays go over. Barrios is pitching tomorrow.
Who are they against?
The Yankees. That's a Yankees play for me.
You know what that means?
Sorry, it's Barrios on the road. Yeah, I could see that.
Yeah, Barrios on the road. What's the Yankee run line?
There's no pitcher for the Yankees yet.
Barrios and Kikuchi are the worst of the worst. More tennis picks. Something to Tiafoe, minus 125.
Tiafoe?
Tiafoe. Mercury spread, aces aren't covering, still digging Skylar, digging Smith.
The aces are not covering tonight, correct?
Which WNB line you see them to be better? Mercury plus 16.5 is the way to go.
I still really like the Liberty. I think the Liberty have a chance to win tonight. No to the Yankees. How are you betting the Yankees tonight?
Absolutely not. All right. Tim likes to take the points in the dogs in the WNBA. Let's talk some college.
Yeah, college football.
Really into college football right now.
Yeah.
But it hasn't even started. I'm just really excited. Right now it says Montoya's for the Yankees.
Montas. Yep,
Montas.
over. Yep, I'm down for an over.
Yankee run line. Easy.
No, absolutely not.
Blue Jays up 2 home runs. Yeah. All right, so let's talk some SEC.
I'll do it.
And I'm getting up the odds for
pulling it up right now
for SEC.
Alabama wins it. Who comes in second?
Out of here with that bullshit.
No, I'm kidding. Well, let's look at Alabama real quick. Let's see who they have to play, and we'll go from there. Utah State. That's a close one. They're only 38.5-point favorites. I think they win that game. Texas. They win that game, but Texas might have a chance at covering.
They steamroll them.
I would probably will grab Texas plus the points. Louisiana Monroe. I think that's a win. Vanderbilt. I think that's a win. They should win everything. Arkansas. That one could be an interesting game.
They'll only win by 10 in that game instead of 25.
They're going to win that game.
Which will hurt their rankings.
Yeah.
Texas A&M.
That's a loss for them. I'm high on this Aggies team.
Really? That high?
I
don't think so.
The Aggies are my dark horse to win the whole thing.
How about Alabama in Tennessee on October 15th? I think that's a game that Tennessee covers, but Alabama wins. Because that spread's going to be like 14.5.
100% agree with that.
Mississippi State win. LSU in LSU win. In Ole Miss win. Austin PA win. Auburn win. Theoretically, they should run the table.
They always should.
Team in the nation. They should run the table.
If you're looking for value, though, in the SEC, I do not hate 40-1 for Tennessee to win the whole thing, or to win the SEC, and I don't hate 16-1 for the Aggies to win. What do you call it? The SEC.
I'm really big on Tennessee this year. Really, really big on them. But conference they playing, man. I mean, it's like almost like the Big Ten we talked about yesterday. Like you got Ohio State, you got Michigan, Michigan State, you got the big guys, Wisconsin, and then you drop. And I think same way. You got Alabama, you got Georgia. You can make a case for Texas A&M. I know he's high on them. I'm probably just as high on Tennessee as he is Texas A&M. So
I like
after that, though,
I like Tennessee as well.
Yeah. But I mean, after that, it's like Alabama. I got minus 140 for them for the whole thing. For the
win the SEC, which is ridiculous.
Right. Give me Georgia plus 160, really. But
logistically speaking, they're the only team I think that can like.
That's not a long shot. Speaking of Georgia, they're the only team in college football this year that they're going to be favorited by double digits in every single game.
Who?
Georgia. They get Oregon week 1. I will be grabbing Oregon plus 17.5. They get Stanford, roll. South Carolina, roll. Kent State, Mizzou, Auburn, Vandy, Florida, all roll. Tennessee.
They don't play nobody till Tennessee.
That could be interesting. Mississippi State, roll. Kentucky, in Kentucky, but they're still going to roll. And then Georgia Tech.
Really,
theoretically, Georgia should run the table as well.
Right. If they beat Tennessee handedly enough, I mean, if Georgia beats Tennessee handedly enough and they cover, then you're just looking at it. Alabama, Georgia, conference championship game. You know what I mean? So, like, that's all you got. I mean, they kind of have because their schedule is a little cakewalky, they better be they better be getting after it. You know what I mean?
They better be winning these games. And they got to cover in at least, say, I don't know,
75%
10
of
of
them. Yeah.
10 out of the 12 games they should be covering in.
Mm-hmm.
The only concern with some of the covers, like against like Samford or against like Mizzou or Vanderbilt, is are they going to care come the end of the game?
Right.
Are they going to go up by too much and then be like, you know what, whatever, and then all of a sudden the back door?
But then you look at so let's look at Tennessee's schedule. Ball State.
Oh, I'm pulling up Tennessee now.
All right. So you got Ball State, Pittsburgh, and in Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh's not going to be a cakewalk for them. Not even a little bit. Akron, blowout. Florida, blowout. At LSU, always a tough game. Always a tough game. Then they have Alabama at home. They got to compete in that game. And then UT Martin. Kentucky could be a game they got to compete. Georgia, obviously, that's a game they compete in. And then they finish out with Missouri, South Carolina, and Vanderbilt. So they have probably the toughest schedule out of them, Alabama and Georgia.
Well, we only say that because Tennessee has to play Alabama and Georgia.
Right.
And Alabama can't play themselves.
Well, Alabama's but Alabama's doesn't have to play Georgia. And Georgia doesn't have to play Alabama.
Tennessee has to play both. If Tennessee wins one of those games, either Alabama or Tennessee or Georgia, and I'll say most likely, I think they have a better shot at beating Alabama because it's in Tennessee. It's in Knoxville. The Georgia game is in Georgia. That's going to be a tough game. Honestly, I could see Tennessee going 10-2, losing to Alabama and Georgia. And the problem with that is it's not good enough.
It's not. And it's a hell of a year, but it's not going to be good enough. You're absolutely right.
No, that will never be good enough. No.
One loss and you're borderline in this kind of conference.
Well, if they win against Georgia and then losing against Alabama, I think they can get considerations.
Okay.
But if they lose to both Georgia and Alabama, then they're nowhere near that tier and they shouldn't be in the playoff or whatever anyway.
That's fair.
But that's going to just be the big games for Tennessee coming up is going to be Georgia and Alabama. And then the only other team that we really want to look at for SEC is A&M. And when you look at them, they get Sam Houston, blowout. App State, blowout. Miami,
not a cakewalk.
That would be a good game. Arkansas, that should not be as good of a game, but it still is going to be a good game. Mississippi State, blowout. Alabama, should be a really good game. They beat them last year, unranked. South Carolina should roll. Ole Miss should be a good game. Florida should roll. Auburn should roll. UMass shouldn't even be close. And LSU should be able to win that game. So theoretically, with Texas A&M, they've got, say, 4 tough games. Miami, Arkansas, Alabama, and Ole Miss.
I can see them going 10-2.
3 out of 4 of those. The only team I say that they lose to is Alabama.
I think they lose to Miami, too. But I'm high on Miami. I'm just high on Miami.
I am, but I'm not that high on Miami.
A&M gets a little bit of tune-up games beforehand because they get Sam Houston and App State, which they should absolutely blow to pieces.
Fair.
Other than that, I don't really have many other teams in the SEC that I'm looking at and going, wow, this team has a chance. No, nobody else has a chance. Arkansas? No. Auburn? No. LSU? No.
Give me Vandy at 900-1. Thank you very much.
Shut up. Get out of here.
What the fuck?
No, stop it with Vandy. They get. Hold on, let's look at Vandy. Let's see what they can do. Hawaii. I think Hawaii wins that game. Elon, we'll see. I think their chances to win games are the first 2 games of the year because then they get Wake Forest, loss. Northern Illinois, probably a loss. Alabama, Ole Miss, Georgia, Mizzou, South Carolina, Kentucky, Florida, and Tennessee. L. Vanderbilt's gonna have another rough year.
Give me that Vandy Hawaii over 55 though.
So according to the odds makers and who the top 5 in the SEC, Kentucky's up there too. We've talked about obviously
Kentucky
Alabama,
is
Georgia, Tennessee, Texas A&M. Kentucky, though, if you're looking at their schedule, Miami of Ohio, Florida,
Win.
Youngstown State,
Win.
Northern Illinois,
Win.
Old Miss,
Loss.
South
And also
Carolina.
Ole Miss. Win.
Fair, it's in Old Miss. South Carolina win. Mississippi State
Win.
at Tennessee.
Loss.
Tennessee, Kentucky game. Mark your calendars. October 29th. That game's going to be awesome.
Yes.
And then they go Missouri, Vanderbilt, Georgia, Louisville.
They lose Georgia. They beat Vandy. They beat Mizzou, and they beat Louisville.
Right.
So theoretically, in my eyes, they go 9-3, which is still good for the SEC.
It's still good, but again,
But I think they lose to Ole Miss, Tennessee, and Georgia.
I think Tennessee finishes above Kentucky, behind Georgia, behind Alabama.
Yes.
I think it goes like Georgia, Alabama, Tennessee for me, top 1, 2, 3 in the rankings at the end of the season.
A&M's got to be up there too. I think A&M's a better team than Tennessee. Although I'm high on Tennessee, I think A&M's I think those are interchangeable. But I think A&M's slightly better.
Fair. Not to get off the SEC, but I brought up Miami, and when we go through their conference, what conference are they in again?
ACC.
Texas A&M, and that's it. That's the only tough game I see on that schedule. Bethune-Cookman win. Southern Miss.
Bethune-Cookman. That's a tough game.
I know, right?
Southern Miss win 49-6 instead of 40.
Texas A&M week 3, September 17th. Then they go Middle Tennessee, North Carolina, Virginia Tech, Duke, Virginia, Florida State, Georgia Tech, Clemson. I forgot about Clemson at the end of the year, and Pittsburgh. Those last 2 games are going to be real tough for Miami. But if they can get to there without having a loss, watch out for.
The thing is should we jump into the ACC real quick? Paul?
You, baby.
We could jump into the ACC. I still think Florida State's going to be better. Well, not better than Miami. I think Florida State's going to be up there. Clemson's going to be probably the best team in the ACC. Clemson, and then even though I still think Wake Forest is going to be up there too.
Don't count out NC State. NC State.
After NC State loses week 1, they'll be fine after that.
I think Pittsburgh also, those Panthers could be a good team.
Yeah.
One thing I like about NC State is they're going to have a really good defense this year, which is hence why I like the under in that ECU NC State game for week number 1. They're going to have a top defense, and I think that they can knock off Clemson this year. NC State.
I'll tell you, the ACC is Clemson's to lose.
It's Clemson's to lose, as always. That ACC Coastal Division's a shit show. Because there's Duke, Georgia Tech, UNC, who lost their top quarterback, Virginia, there's Miami, Pittsburgh, who lost Kenny Pickett, and Virginia Tech. That should be Miami all day, every day.
Yeah, you can be Miami at plus 500. I got no problem with that.
For the ACC, they're plus 500?
To win the ACC?
Yeah. Clemson's minus 140. I got Miami at plus 500, NC State at plus 750, Pitt at plus 1,000, Wake Forest 1,600, and Florida State.
Because Clemson's minus 140 to win the conference.
Right. But I'm just saying, if you can knock Clemson off,
the thing is, Clemson was disappointing last year with a 10-win season, so they're going to come back and be better.
Do you expect a bounce back from DJ Angobulale or however you say his name?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
You expect a bounce back season from DJ?
Yeah.
Angobulale or whatever his name is.
Clemson's got tough, not necessarily a cakewalk schedule. So
Clemson's got Georgia Tech, which should be a win. Furman, win. La Tech win in Wake Forest. That's going to be a
They had
fun
to
game.
Winston-Salem.
Here's the key right there. You just mentioned it in Wake Forest, and then NC
And
State
then they go
right
back home to play NC State. I think they beat NC State at home.
They lose one of those games.
Clemson?
I think if they're going to lose one of those two to either Wake Forest or NC State, it's losing to Wake Forest.
Right.
I know for sure when that game comes around, I'm going to have NC State plus the points against Clemson.
Maybe. Boston College should be a win. Florida State should be a win. Syracuse win. Notre Dame in Notre Dame. I think that's a loss for Clemson. Unfortunately for them, 5th. Notre Dame's not in the ACC, so it's not going to affect their in-conference record. But still. Louisville should be a win. Miami, it's in Clemson, so I think Clemson wins that game. Probably. And then South Carolina should be a win.
They got a tough. They don't have an as easy schedule though. I think. I think those Wake Forest and NC State back to back. That's going to be rough for them. Yeah. I think they lose one of those games. Like I said, just one. I don't know which one. Well, lots can happen. I mean, that's September 24th and October 1st. So, I mean, we're still a month or so away from them.
Correct.
So injuries, all that stuff can lots and lots can happen. So, but now that we talked about the
should we go? We should. Yeah, I was about to say we should talk to the chat.
Yeah. Double underdog parlay spread is cash in tonight. Mercury spread should be the squad bet. Squad
bet.
Because he wants to be part of it.
I get you. Parlay plus 260. Miami Hurricanes will screw it up. The Jays are up 6-0 now, and Clemson wants to be want to be covering games.
Won't be covering games.
Won't be covering probably. Yeah, that's fair. Jay's getting some confidence back here. They beat the Yankees tomorrow.
They're still unreliable. I have to see what the line is for that one. I'll probably be on the Yankees tomorrow.
Bryce Young would look good in a Lion uniform, but I don't want an Alabama quarterback.
Yeah,
you can have then you can go for CJ Stroud. We know that Ohio State quarterbacks always succeed in the NFL.
Okay, I don't. Here's the thing. I'm hoping the Lions are good enough this year that they're not picking in the top 10. That's all I really want. Because then it takes away the chance for them to F up the draft pick and take an Ohio. I don't think they would ever take an Ohio State quarterback. I really don't. Isaacs is an Auburn fan.
Auburn's gonna. You know what? You mentioned Auburn. Let's go ahead and run through their schedule real quick because I think we forgot to mention them. Let's see if they make a bowl game this year. All right, they get to start off with Mercer. Okay, there's a win. San Jose State, there's a win. Penn State, I think that's a loss. Mizzou, win. LSU, yeesh.
Yeah.
It's in Auburn. I'll give it to them. So that would be 4-1 start. Georgia, loss. Ole Miss, loss. Arkansas, loss. So there's an equal record now, 4-4. Mississippi State in Mississippi State, loss. A&M, loss. Western Kentucky win. Alabama loss. Finished 5-7. I don't think you make a bowl game.
I was just say last year they finished 3-5 in the conference, 6-7 overall, and I'm not looking for much more than that this year. If I'm an Auburn fan.
Yeah, no,
I don't see it.
If you're an Auburn fan, you'll be happy if you win against Ole Miss or win against Arkansas. You guys are just not the same team that you were. That's just it. It's not a bad thing. You guys aren't they're not to the level that they were back when they were fighting with Alabama for national championships. It's just not the same team.
Well, they used to have such a great running. They were always good for running backs. Like it used to be like running back you. You know, they had badass running backs, man. These guys would just run people over. Now mediocre, LSU same way. LSU used to be up there too, and hey, listen, everything comes full circle. Not everybody's Nick Saban and Alabama, where every year they compete. They never seem to have a year off.
Correct.
A year off for them is 2 losses, 3 losses.
Alabama,
tops.
they don't rebuild, they reload.
Right, exactly. And
so that's just a different story.
You know, did you guys see I saw on the news or whatever that Najee Harris, famous Alabama running back, talked stuff about Nick Saban, saying that they butted heads for 4 years and how he used to talk down to he tried to, I think, almost made it a race thing. And he was like, I don't let anybody talk to me that way. But, I think some of these players too, this college, I say kids because I think they still are in some mental capacity. The coach, it's the coach player relationship is always a get after them kind of thing. I don't want to say talk down to them, but it's always, you can't get butthurt when the coach yells at you. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, no, you can't.
Najee Harris came across as being butthurt, but
it happens.
It does.
Just don't have it. No.
Joe says, Tim, did you notice the 6-team tennis parlay I sent you cashed?
I didn't even pay attention to it.
He said beginner's luck.
There you go. By the way, 5-2 now in that Miami game, so my plus 4.5 is looking a little bit better now.
There you go.
I bet to try to negate my loss.
Facts, David Tokarski. Blue Jays, Yankees, the battle of inconsistent. The Yankees need to sign me and Higgs as their next manager. We will get it right.
I will say that game tomorrow, I think it's Jose Barrios. And who's pitching for the Yankees?
I thought it was somebody said it in the chat, but I didn't think we were fully determined on that.
I don't care who's pitching. Over.
Oh, Montas,
over. That's right. Just because, and I know it's the Yankees who have not been hitting, and the Blue Jays who, other than putting up 6 runs in the bottom of the 7th, today, haven't done much. So, I would go over with that just because it's Barrios on the road.
Okay, that's fair.
But that's going to be what should have been a really good game is a game between 2 struggling teams trying to break out of the struggle.
At the beginning of the year, we would think this matchup was going to be really, really good, but no.
Nope.
Inconsistency. George Steinbrenner, please help our Yankees.
Your Yankees.
Passed.
Wow, 7-1 Seattle. Jesus.
Really? Hey, here come the Orioles.
Why was it 6-0 still?
They got a man on second and third. That's all.
Oh.
Nothing special.
Oh, sorry, 6-1 now. But it's 2 outs. I'm not. And Zach Pop pitching. I like Zach Pop. Anyways,
that's fair. What else we got? We got anything else to cover? I don't think so.
I want to talk a little bit about the American Conference.
Oh, I know you do.
I want to just bring it up real quick. I think I mentioned it yesterday. Houston's going to win it. Houston's going to win it, and they're going to run the table. They start off with UTSA. They're 5.5-point favorites. It's a win. Texas Tech, not really high on them. Win. Kansas, even though they're an SEC team, doesn't really count. Win. Rice, winner. Tulane, winner. In Memphis, winner. Navy's garbage. USF's garbage. SMU is probably going to be one of their toughest games, but I think they win there. Temple, not going to be good this year. Win. If they lose, I know it's going to sound like a homer. If they lose, it's going to be in Greenville week 11 on the 19th against East Carolina. But I do not think that they win that game. And then they get Tulsa.
It's probably going to be Houston, UCF, and Cincy are the top 3 in that.
And they don't have to play
I don't think that's much discussion.
this year, so.
I think SMU and Memphis take a step down. The 4 and 5 will be Tulane and ECU, and then SMU, Memphis, Tulsa, South Florida, Navy, and Temple.
Cincy definitely takes a step down.
But I will say, I think
Houston takes a step up.
Houston takes a big step up. And I will say, and I know they're the home team and everything for us. real quick with East Carolina, they have a opportunity to really make an impression, because for the first time in their program history, they have 4 ranked teams on their schedule to start off the year. They start off NC State, BYU, Cincinnati, and Houston are all on their schedule this year. Granted, 2 of the games are home, 2 of the games are on the road. They start off with NC State at home. As much as I joke around and say, oh, East Carolina money line, I think NC State wins that game. Unfortunately, I think East Carolina covers the 10.5. I do not think they win the game straight up. I will have money line on them just to have money line on them, but I do not think they win straight up. Old Dominion at home should be a winner. Campbell at home should be a winner. Navy at home should be a winner. At South Florida should be a winner. Tulane will take a slight step up this year, but East Carolina will still go and beat them. I think that's a 5-1 start for East Carolina. Memphis. That was a close one last year. In Memphis, East Carolina won. This time it's in East Carolina. I think they win again. I think they lose against UCF, even though they beat them last year. So that would make it 6-2. And then
they lost at the last second against UCF.
They did. That's right. My bad. They lost at the last second, but still a close game. But 6-2 there. And then they get into the treacherous of going to BYU, going to Cincinnati. I think those are 2 losses. So 6-4 at home versus Houston. Although I would love to say I think East Carolina has a shot. 6-5, and then I think they win again at Temple, so 7-5. I think they have a winning season and make another bowl game, and we get to go to a bowl game this year.
I like that. I will say this.
I do think they take a step up. And then one other team that we should look out for in that conference is UCF, which I'll just quickly run through them. South Carolina State, winner. Louisville should be able to win. Florida Atlantic, even in Florida Atlantic, should be able to win. Georgia Tech should be able to win. SMU should be able to win at home. At home versus Temple, blowout. In East Carolina, we'll see. I think they win that game, but that's going to be a close one. At home versus Cincinnati, I think they beat Cincinnati this year. In Memphis, I think that could be one of their losers. Although that's going to be – I think they'll have a tougher time against East Carolina than Memphis, but Tulane –
Memphis is taking a step down.
Yeah, Tulane, Navy, South Florida. There could be a really realistic thing that UCF runs the table this year as well.
It's fair.
But that's just the conference that I kind of was really starting to dig in deep into and try to go off of.
It's fair. It's kind of like we talked about at the beginning, like I know weird comparison, but baseball season. When you're handicapping any sport, baseball, football, college football, whatever, you pick a conference, you pick a division, just kind of know it. Know it. And then once you know that one, you can, start to know more and more. You don't have to know every baseball team and every matchup, know how that division plays in that division, and you just kind of own that. You can make money doing that. Same thing, football.
Pick a conference.
Right. For me, it's the MAC and it's the Big Ten. Those are the 2 conferences I can run through and feel like every week I have, dare I say, intelligent picks on those conferences, and I can make money. So that's just kind of the way, I see just everybody does it, to be honest with you.
Yeah. It's kind of a decent approach to it. I don't mind that.
That's fair. I got to do baseball chaos today. You guys want to help me with that?
No, I'm kidding. What's up?
Well, I got the last 5 games. I got Red Sox, Pirates, Blue Jays, Yankees. Well, I know where I'm going with that one.
Yep.
Royals, Rays, Mets, Braves, Nationals, Padres.
That Nationals Padres game is interesting tomorrow.
Yeah, Sanchez on the mound.
Not that. Both teams are going to be on no days rest and traveling over 2,500 miles through 3 time zones to play a game tomorrow. I don't understand why the schedule makers didn't give them a day off.
I'm going to use all of this info in my breakdown, by the way. So can you say that slower?
Both the Nationals and the Padres are traveling.
Taking notes.
across the country because San Diego is currently in Miami right now, and Washington finished their game in Washington earlier.
That's fair.
So slight edge to Washington because they'll be getting there a couple hours earlier.
Yeah, but you Darvish, Anibal Sanchez. I mean,
I don't think I'm betting it. If anything, an under.
It's 7.5.
Because you know the pitchers are going to be there early.
I know, but I don't know if I could Sanchez.
That's a sleepy spot. That's a sleepy first 5 under spot for me.
Well, what time is that game at tomorrow?
6:40 Pacific time.
Okay, so it's not like it's a day game.
No, it's a 9:40 game. So.
I think they would be all right. I think
the Padres are minus 350, 360 tomorrow.
Oh, you're grabbing the Nationals.
Huh?
You're grabbing. Oh, you're not doing that anymore, are you?
I kind of pumped the brakes on that one right now.
That's
I made
fair.
money doing it, but the last month of the season, I'm good.
You're gonna.
I don't need to be betting 4 minus 300 fades a day because in September, half the teams are going to be minus 300, the other ones are going to be plus whatever. So,
DeGrom going against I don't know who tomorrow on the Braves.
It's either Kyle Wright or Max Fried Chicken. They just don't know whether or not Max Fried Chicken's coming off the IL yet.
Yeah, that line for the Padres opened at 400.
Jesus. That's
There's
ridiculous.
no reason the Padres should be minus 400 right now versus anybody.
True.
That's fair. I'm gonna try to look up some totals. I don't even know if I have a total on this.
Well, it's kind of hard to have a total on stuff if you don't have a pitcher, right? You're talking about the Mets game?
No. Next game I had to do was the Royals and the Rays. I don't have a pitcher for either one of those. Blue Jays and the Yankees. What's the total at?
We don't have a Yankees pitcher.
Montes.
Yeah, you know what? Technically, there's no Yankees pitcher right now, so.
God. And then the Red Sox and the Pirates, Valdi and Brubaker on the mound. Jesus Christ, Brubaker. Both teams suck, though, and they can't. I don't want to do chaos. I might stub my toe.
Yeah, I might stub my toe. That's fair. All right, here's the deal. It's about to go to the top of the 9th for Baltimore. I'm not going to ask for much. Can I get a double from Mountcastle? Because Terry said
I'm not going to ask for much.
I'm not asking much. Just a double, triple, or home run from Mountcastle, extra bases, so that I can cash his over 1.5 bases prop. Terry said to bet it because he apparently kills the Blue Jays, and he has not been killing the Blue Jays.
Fair.
So if I can get that would be fantastic.
I like
And I need one more strikeout from George Kirby. He's at 6. I need 6.5.
Your Marlins plus 4.5 is in jeopardy.
Yeah, I saw that. It's now 6-2.
That's fair. All right, guys. That's gonna do it for us. I think. I got some. Any nerfy or under first 5s we like.
Mets, Detroit, and Colorado, and Pittsburgh. All first 5 unders.
I like the nerf. Everyone except for the Red Sox and the Pirates. I don't trust that one because I just don't. Tigers, Guardians. I like the nerfy. Mets, Braves. I like the nerfy, and you know what? I'll take the nerfy and the Astros and the White Sox, even though that's sketchy for me. But I do like the Dodgers, Brewers too. But that's that. When is my Total Chaos debut?
We got to figure that out.
Burns. Yeah, Tim.
We had the perfect opportunity to do it last night when all 4 first games are up. All the lines were out for today and tomorrow, like 3 days ago. But it just didn't happen.
You blew it.
That's fair. All right, guys. That's going to do it for us. You guys know the drill. We're here Monday through Friday. I won't be here Thursday and Friday. I know. Miss me all you want.
I'm good.
Yeah. You know, Tim, I don't like that attitude. But other than that, I will see you guys on the flip side. Game time decision, 5 o'clock Eastern, Monday through Friday. Do not miss it. All right. Make sure you ring that bell for notifications. Like, subscribe, share, do the whole thing. Other than that, guys, what else we got? Oh, I know. I mean, every day. Once.
Yep.
Peace out. Good luck unless you're against me.